welcome back to Brook in the Air. Going to be another short episode.
Partially because it's hot.
Yes, partially because it's hot. It's almost 90 degrees up here, so we're going to abbreviate this a bit.
Plus, we noticed you guys like the short versions.
Yes, you guys like the shorter version. I cannot blame you. It's much more user-friendly. We can't all be Simon Whistler. Love you, Simon. Love you to death. your goals. Anyway, today we will be diving into the world of ICBMs. Basically, those are intercontinental ballistic missiles. Any missile is categorized as an ICBM, not depending on its payload, but because it has a range greater than 5,500 kilometers, or roughly 3,200 miles, or to put it in very lay terms, the distance coast to coast of the continental U.S.
Otherwise known as the giant penises going into the sky.
Yeah, pretty much. So what you're looking at here is a model of the, well, not a model, a mock-up, a test mock-up of the early Saturn rockets. You'll all remember the Saturn V, which was one of the largest of the large manned space vehicles. This was, I believe, the Saturn I. And now it's very common to have MIRVs, which is an acronym for multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles.
So basically, if all of you remember the scene from, I believe it's one of the Call of Duties, to where the warhead splits apart to multiple pieces, multiple little missiles, that is it.
Yeah, that central vehicle is the MIRV. And those little rocket pieces are its payload. Payloads. It's one payload. Now, each one of those rockets contains one missile that can be targeted to each city. So one.
Basically, you could wipe out the entire East Coast.
Yes. Or if you're on the other side, you can wipe out the entire major continent of Eurasia. Basically, each one of those little rockets, and they're lumped into groups of 8 to 12, sometimes as much as 32.
Yay, group targeting!
Has twice to 3 times the payload of the bomb dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those early primitive devices, though, were plutonium and uranium based. Now we use hydrogen.
Do we also use cobalt?
Some. The primary ingredient to most is hydrogen.
Yes, remember, kids, the thing that blew up the Hindenburg is now even more of a bomb.
So basically, how it works is that these rockets here, this is a Polaris SLBM, but we'll get to that in just a second.
So it got smaller but more powerful?
Yeah.
There's a penis joke in there somewhere.
Basically, the concept of SLBMs, the exact same thing as ICBMs, but they can be launched from under the sea.
Totally want to do the song right now.
Basically, this is a Polaris 1 launch test from an Ohio-class submarine. Now here we have a variety of tests from the first 5 pictures on the left side. You can see the Polaris class Polaris 1 test of the SLBMs, and on the right side are the Trident 2s re-entering or Trident 1s re-entering the atmosphere. SLBMs usually launch their missiles from a depth of roughly 200 feet.
Yeah, so they go right up underneath the water, and then go pew 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 pew.
So once again, it's Polaris on the left and Trident 1s on the right. And you can visit models of the Polaris 1s in almost every major maritime museum.
Yeah, and of course, sometimes they also sell rockets, amateur model rockets that look like them, so you can fire off your own little ICBM or SBM.
So basically, how it works is that you have for ICBMs anyway, you have them sort of silos deep beneath the Earth. that are monitored 24/7 by trained crews, theoretically. And then once the go code is given, very lengthy bureaucratic process that only takes like minutes, but just go through a ton of channels. So, nope.
What? I was just going to make a reference that if you wanted to see what it actually looked like, there are multiple different ones. Like, I know I'm making video game references, but Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah. Okay, I knew we were gonna go there, but yeah.
Yeah, I was actually not going to go dirty for a second. There are quite a lot of references in video games because the new thing is the end of the world status, and ICBMs are kind of the end-all be-all of end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, you basically, when you want to end everything and not care anymore, you fire off an ICBM. After all, that's where MAD comes from, right?
Yes, the concept of mutually assured destruction. Basically, with MAD, it's very simple. It operates under the premise of if you kill us, we'll kill you too.
No, I thought it was if you're going to kill us, we're going to kill you too.
Well, no, it's the understanding beforehand, but provided one side is already launched, the other side will launch too.
Right.
That pretty much destroys the world.
And the only thing that can stop it is if somebody detonates it still in the air, which is possible.
Oh yeah, that's why we have a plethora of interdictory missiles.
Well, what I'm talking about is also if you sit there and you auto-detonate before it.
Can't even do that now.
Wait, what?
You can't do that now.
So the only way to stop an accidentally fired ICBM, which is doable, is to have the other side or yourself stop it.
Oh yeah, and to do that you would need interdictory missiles or combat aircraft already in the air. Because you have a maximum time frame of roughly 17 minutes from the time it leaves its silo in point A to the time it gets to a target in point B.
And how many countries have these?
7. The US, USSR, Israel, China, India, Pakistan, and North Korea.
Yes, because North Korea absolutely needs that.
Kimmy has to play around.
Kimmy has to show his big thing.
So we are about done today. The system apparently decided that we're done, so.
Hold on. It's back. I know what it is. Apparently, our PowerPoint presentation decided to say no.
Here. Okay. So.
Yeah, for once that was not my fault. That was the computer. Like I said, computers not like the warm.
So again, this is the Polaris One in a museum, like I was talking about.
Was that one of our pictures?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of ours at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force. They only have the Polaris One because the U.S. Navy decided that they couldn't take acceptance of the missile until they were on the sub.
Which also we should be able to find more pictures of when we went to the Smithsonian.
Save that for there. Here we have the Titan II rocket. Again, test launch, no nukes on board.
Well, yeah, they had to figure out whether or not the rocket worked, right?
They have to do this constantly. They did nuclear testing from at least 52 through 89 when the start treaty passed.
And here's the thing: how did they get rid of most of the rockets when the Stark Treaty passed? Wasn't it, hey, we're going to use it for space travel?
Yeah. The bulk of disused ICBMs, the warheads were removed, and the actual rockets were turned over to NASA.
And that was all the way up from, I think it was Apollo 1 up until...
Well, Apollo 1 is way before a start was signed.
Right, but they were still using it because they had them readily available. I mean, we had, compared to the Soviets.
Yeah. So that's all we have for today.
And one more.
Yeah. So this is it's a little grainy because it shows the Polaris 1 in flight at a very high altitude. This is just before stage 1 of the rocket separated. Very good picture though.
Oh yeah.
Very good. If you want more information, I can provide that. I will just put a link down below. I know I've been kind of lax on that, but I will do that. We will talk to you next. No, next week I will be in Boston. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Next week I will post up a video of my trip so far in Boston.
And I will try and get all the old stuff posted. Basically, some of the other people have fallen by the wayside, so since I am in between classes, I will try and get all my stuff done for all
we
videos.
kind of lost part of our team, so
Yeah. Had some personal stuff going on. And as always, guys, please, 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 please watch some of the videos before you say, hey, I'd like to work with you. Please.
that's been a big issue. I've had at least 8 people submit their work or ask me to view their work, and they don't have a clue what I do or what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to get out there. Again, every week I do post a plethora of news articles and videos and tips for travel on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll never call it X.
She literally does this for those of you who say, I want to wait until the movie comes out. And this is her way of saying, here's the movie, guys. Watch it. Learn from it.
Well, I mean, these I primarily post for anything I don't get around to posting in written form until I do more travel videos and someone gets more travel vlogs up.
Yeah. Once it does get a little bigger, we will actually, if you guys want to, we can have a back and forth discussion with both of us in front of the camera. Because I know that some of you do have questions about certain subjects that we can take on the news and everything. But again, this has to get off the ground first.
Yes. Now, I understand it does take a while, a long while. I mean, Patrick Shea took at least 3 years to get his channel starting to grow. Noah Phillips took 6 years for his channel to start to grow.
I mean, since we're talking about this, how long did it take Simon Whistler to get everything up and running?
Decade.
Yeah. So, props to you. We do actually use a lot of the reference material from you, Simon.
Yes. So, we are still looking for that, but until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you feel so inclined, please join my Patreon network. Links are on my site, and links to my site are below or all around here. If you check anywhere, you can find them, and I will see you soon. Take care, and I will see you in the air. Love you.